Write down this question. Here, Vibgyor Limited went into voluntary liquidation. Prepare liquidator's final statement of account. From the following is the balance sheet as on 31st March 2016. Liabilities and assets they have given. Liability is 19,500 equity shares of rupees 10 each, fully paid. Then in the creditors, we have preferential creditors is 24,200, partly secured is 55,310, unsecured is 99,790, bank overdraft that is also an unsecured, which is 12,000 rupees. And in the asset side, land and building, machinery, goodwill, stock, debtors, cash at bank. Okay, the liquidator realized the assets as follows. Plant and machinery 51,000, stock 39,000, debtors 58,500, cash is 2,500. And here the last one is leasehold property which was used in the first instance to pay partly secured creditors pro rata. Okay, write down the question. And here expenses of liquidation amounted to rupees 1,000. Liquidator is entitled to remuneration of 2.5% on all assets realized, including cash, and 2% on the amount paid to the unsecured creditors. Okay, concentrate on this question, and while solving the problem one by one, I will tell you how to solve the problem. It's a easy one, basic mathematics you need to apply here. In this question, you need to see that here the leasehold property which was used in the first instance to pay partly secured creditors pro rata 35,000, and the same thing you have to see in the balance sheet. Partly secured is 55,310. Okay, these two items you need to focus. Okay, I'm going to start the answer. Okay, I'll write here heading liquidator's final statement of account. Here is receipts, amount, then payments, amount, first thing what you have to write here is, as I given the that table, the liquidator's final state I will show you liquidation of the company. Here I have given that what all payments we need to do. According to this only we have to pay the payments. Okay. First in the receipt side, we have to write that how much assets we have realized. What are the assets we have realized is, including cash also we have realized. Cash is 2,500. Cash, debtors, stock, plant and machinery. Okay, how much? Cash is 2,500. Then debtors is 58,500. Then stock is 39,000. Plant and machinery is 51,000. Okay, the total comes to 1,51,000. Here I will write down the total amount here. 1,51,000. Okay. Now we have to make the payments. This is the major part of this solution. Liquidators remuneration. First we need to make the liquidator because secured creditors is not there. So we will write for the next one is liquidator remuneration. How much is the liquidator remuneration? Here the liquidator in the question how much they are given, liquidator is entitled to a remuneration 2.5% on all assets realized including cash. Okay, 2.5% of how much is the amount? Total cash realized is, assets realized is, I will show you. Don't think that assets realized in the left side we have calculated receipts because that is the not the proper value. That is the proper value, but while giving the remuneration, we cannot give the 1,51,000 because in the question the liquidator realized the leasehold property as well, but we have not taken here real leasehold property because it comes partly comes under the secured and partly comes under the unsecured. Okay, we need to calculate how much is the part one. We need to calculate here. First is cash. Same thing we have right here. Then the leasehold property, which is partly secured creditors, we'll calculate here. How much is that amount? Partly secured. That is 55,310 minus 35,000. In the question, I have already told you that partly secured is 55,310 and leasehold property is 35,000. This you need to deduct to get the balance of how much partly secured is there. Okay, 55,000 55,310 minus 35,000. We are getting 20,310. Here, we will calculate the liquidator remuneration. How much is the liquidator's remuneration? How much the liquidator has realized? The whole amount 51,000, 39,000, 58,500, 2,500 and 35,000 rupees. Okay. Total comes to 1,86,000. Here I'll write this. One lakh 86,000. Okay. Here we will write 2.5% of 1,86,000. How much we are getting here? 4,650. Okay. Here in the working note, you just mention, you just write down one thing and you need to calculate every time this one. Always see that how much amount we have. We have is 1,51,000 rupees after realization. And by this amount, we need to pay the all the payments. We have to make the payments. 1,51,000 we have. And now we have given the gave the liquidator remuneration. How much? That is 4,650. We have to deduct 4,650. Now we are left with how much amount? 1,46,350. Okay. Amount left is now 1,46,350. Then leave two columns or two rows in your textbook, in your notebook. Then write down liquidator expenses, liquidation expenses. How much is the liquidation expenses? In the question, how much they have given? The expenses comes to 1,000 rupees. Expenses of liquidation amounted to 1,000 rupees. We will write here 1,000. And again, we have to deduct 1,000 from the total amount. 1,51,000 minus 4,650 already we have made. And now we have given 1,000 rupees. That also we have to deduct minus 1,000. Now we are left with amount of 1,45,350. I will write down the whole calculation. 1,51,000 minus 4,650 minus 1,000. Okay. Now we are left with 1,45,350. And the next one is preferential creditors. how much the preferential creditors we need to give is, in the question they have given 24,200 rupees. Okay, we can give 24,200 rupees because we have amount of 1,45,350. With this amount we can make the payment of preferential creditors 24,000 rupees, 24,200. Okay, and in the question how much they have given is 2% on the amount paid to the unsecured creditors. The unsecured creditors, how much we are giving? Of that amount, we need to give the 2% commission to the liquidator. Okay, we'll write down here 2% of 24,000 rupees. $24,000. Preferential creditors. How much is the amount? 24,200 into 2%. 480 rupees. Sorry, 24,200. 484 rupees. Again, we have to deduct here 1,51,000 minus 4,650 we have already done, minus 1,000 also, and now minus 24,000 to the preferential creditors 24,200, and again minus the percentage we have given to the liquidator commission is 484 rupees. And now we are left with 1,20,666. Okay, then we will give for the unsecured creditors, because after the preferential creditors we have unsecured creditor. Partly securities we have already adjusted, and that entry will come right now only. How much is unsecured creditors? How much we have to give for the unsecured creditors? We have to give 99,790 rupees. No, sorry. For the unsecured creditors, we need to calculate here, because in unsecured creditors we have bank overdraft also. I'll just calculate here. Working notes. The unsecured creditors is the one is partly secured creditors. How much is that? 55,310 minus 35,000. That comes to 20,310. 55,310 minus 35,000. How much we will get here? 20,310. Again, we have unsecured creditors 99,790 rupees. Then we have bank overdraft. These all things will comes under unsecured creditors. Okay. Bank overdraft is 12,000 rupees. And total comes to 1,32,100 rupees. Okay, this much amount we need to give for the unsecured creditors. Please make a note of this because now the problematic part has come. If this one if you understand, then there is no problem of solving the other questions also. Please focus on this problem. Here in the unsecured creditors, how much amount we have in the working note I have written here. Partly secured creditors is 20,310. How it has come? It has come by deducting the partly secured amount in the balance sheet is 55,310, and in the leasehold property we have deducted 35,000. The balance amount what we are getting is the partly secured creditors 20,310. Then unsecured creditors is 99,790. Then bank overdraft, in the question itself they have written the bank overdraft is comes under unsecured. Then total 12,000 rupees. Total three of this constitutes to 1,32,100. These three are unsecured creditors. Okay, together we have to write here 1,32,100. But my question is, we are having how much amount to make a payment? 1,20,666 rupees. But for the unsecured creditors, how much we have to give? 1,32,100 rupees. We don't have sufficient amount to give, but we can. How much amount we are left with? That amount we can give to the unsecured creditors. But before giving to the unsecured creditors, we have to observe in the question what the given is 2% of amount paid to the unsecured creditors. Preferential creditors to 24,200. It is there in your question. 24,200 rupees. Let me solve this question first. Then one by one you ask me the doubts. Okay. Here partly secured creditors is this 20,310, unsecured creditors bank overdraft. Total comes to 1,32,100 rupees. But we don't have 1,32,100 rupees sufficient amount. We have only 1,20,666. Here I have written is amount left is 1,20,666. So how we can calculate here is you write down here the calculation part. How much we have left with? 1,20,666 into 2%, 2 divided by 102. Okay. If you calculate this, you will come to know how much you have to give for the unsecured creditors, because whole 1,20,666 rupees we can't give to the unsecured creditors. If we are giving or if you are making payment of the unsecured creditors, we have to make the liquidator commission also. So we need to give such amount so that to that amount we can give commission to the liquidator remuneration also. So we need to calculate like this: 1,20,666 we are amount left with into 2 divided by 102. How much we are getting here? 1,20,666 into 2 divided by 102. Sorry, this is 1 second. 1 second. Here the amount what I have written is it will goes to the liquidator commission. Sorry. Because in the question, in the first question, while we are calculating the remuneration to the liquidator, we are calculated like this: the total amount available into the rate of commission divided by 100 plus rate of commission we have done. Okay, we will get 1,20,666 into 2 divided by 102. The commission amount is 2,366, and the balance we are left with is 1,20,000 minus 2,366. We are left with 1,18,300 rupees. Okay, I'll write the working note here. How we got 1,18,300 is minus the commission amount 2,366. Okay, if you have any doubts, please ask me. This is the end of the solution to this question.